Okay, over here on this video, we're going to show that you are able to work with the machine without the conveyor belt system. Eduardo, our demonstrator, is going to show you that right now.
5 pieces only.
So 5 pieces. The machine is working without the conveyor system. Was there a bypass button that they need to press in order to work with? Okay, so stop, and that's the button that you press to work without the conveyor. Okay? If that flashes, that means that the conveyor needs to communicate with this piece here. The conveyor system needs to be on. That's what that means. That means that it's not connected, so you've got to make sure it's connected. Pressing that button again and pressing start will bypass, and the machine can start working without the conveyor system. Start it up, please. There we go. So now that's demonstrating how the machine works without the conveyor system, and pressing this button here that will bypass it. Okay. Okay, now we're going to show you how to assemble the conveyor belt. Eduardo's going to attach it.
First, you have that 2 pieces here. I need to put it
on the bar.
On the bar here.
And then you're going to have to kind of push it in from the side. Okay.
And after.
And then push.
Push. Not so crazy. Slowly.
You just want to make the connection over here on this part here.
And after you have the lock.
There's a safety lock there as well.
Now,
okay.
I need to put it.
Now the sensor goes on the conveyor belt.
This way.
Okay. Now, that's the direction of the safety sensor there.
Is working similar like that.
Okay, we just turn it off. Turn it back on. Okay. This button here activates the sensor on the conveyor belt.
Let's go. That one is a piece of meat.
That's the eye of the sensor, right here.
In the front. Oh.
Okay. So this is showing as if it was a piece of meat, and you'll see that it's going to trigger off the belt to stop in case it reaches that point. Right now it's set to do 5 slices. And it stops.
And
okay.
The machine stopped. Take the
right, so
out.
it did the last batch. It sensed that it was passing here, and it stopped. Okay, so the conveyor belt is working as it should.
You need.
Now we're going to change the setting to do the stacking.
Slice.
So this is going to do 5 slices stacking. And next we're going to show the staggering, where it packs the slices from left to right. Yeah.
You go one, top to another one.
And it should stop automatically because I've reached the end point so that the product doesn't fall. Okay, if this is not here and you're taking out the product on time, then it'll continue.
And I need to stop. When it's finished, I need to stop.
You press the stop button and then start again. Okay, see that again? Okay, so right now I'm going to show you an example where it stops and it gives you the flashing stop code. If you see this,
you take out all the materials here on the belt.
Take everything off the belt if you need to, and then you need to reset. So press stop, and then press and start again. So it'll start working again. Okay, now we're gonna just change patterns from staggering to stacking. That's what Eduardo just pressed.
I need to set up the number.
And he's changing the number to 5
or 8.
or 8 or 7, whatever number you want. And you're gonna see that it also works. And communication with the conveyor belt is perfect. So it's gonna do 7. And then it moves to the next one. So 7 stacks of 7 and it moves up. Okay. And it'll continue doing this until it reaches the end or until you press stop. See, right now it's reached the end and it's flashing.
The last one.
That's the last one. Until you remove this from here or before it reaches the end, it becomes continuous, or whatever you program the machine to do.
Press again. Make it set up.
So pressing again, yes, and pressing start, it'll go again. All right, so now we're gonna take you through the sharpening process. Okay, Eduardo's gonna show you now how to change the width of the shingling of between the spacing of each bacon when it's going on top of each other.
The minimum is 3 millimeters.
So right now he set it to 3 millimeters. But start from the beginning, Eduardo, how to go there. Like press off and then show him which button to press. Okay, so let's say the machine is off. Okay, on that program. Now you want to do the shingling. Which F button do you need to press? F4 or F3?
F3 minimizer and F4.
Okay,
up.
that's for the customer to. Yeah. Okay, that's the shingling. And now you press the either F4 or F3 to maximize or minimize the millimeters between each bacon. Okay, that's how you do it. Okay, now we're going to show you the process of sharpening the blade. In order to sharpen the blade, it's a good idea to remove the conveyor system. We're going to show you how to disassemble, pretty much the reverse of how we put it on. And it's a good idea to remove the conveyor system because of the dust that comes out from the stones when sharpening the blade. So, removing everything out, you see how he knocked it there on the side to remove it, removing the safety as well. Being careful when placing the conveyor system in a nice flat surface. Removing all these parts here. And the machine is off. Now we're going to turn it on. And you're going to press this button right there to do the sharpening, getting it ready. And what we've done was we brought it back to 0 and we made the blade part there getting ready for sharpening. You got to go on the other side, right? Okay, that's where you put it there. And bringing it down and tightening it up. It's now aligned. Okay. And pressing F3. Blade is spinning. Follow the instructions here. 1 for 30 seconds. And then 2. And that's it. That's all you need to do for sharpening. F4 to stop.
Don't touch any button before.
Don't touch no buttons. Remove the sharpener.
No, F6 twice.
F6 2 times.
1. You see the signal?
Okay, that was 1 time. Then F6 again.
Everything's back to normal.
Everything goes back to place.
Power off.
Power off.
Power on.
Power on.
That second one, wash it, clean.
And that's for cleaning. Okay.
Assembly.
We're going to remove the disassembling part here. So right now is the cleaning, where you grab a cloth, wipe it down with warm, soapy water. Go. Grab the cloth, you're gonna wipe it down, soapy water, wash the machine. And this is how you clean the blade.
Any buttons no work.
Yeah. So
Out.
nothing should be working at this point.
To
Even
clean
though
up.
it's on over here, there's no functionality because you're on clean mode, which is
clean.
this button over here after pressing this sharpening. So you press that one first. When sharpening, after you're done the sharpening, as we demonstrated, you press this clean button over here in order to do this process here.
See that one?
How did you? I didn't see you remove that. Okay.
Show it to him.
Okay, so this here shows that it hasn't been properly cleaned. This is how it came from Jamaica.
Never take it out for wash it.
Right. So this needs to be taken out for washing. And this is what the blade looks like. Okay, it's accumulating bacteria, so you want to be able to clean that on a regular basis. And
You have the square.
there's a square there, making sure the square lines up with the inside.
Make sure the lines
Yeah.
the same position.
Same position there. The way you take it out is the way you put it on. And you're going to tighten it back on again.
Tight, not so much.
Tight, not to strip it, but just enough.
Again.
And we're putting everything back to normal again.
Tight first. Power off.
Power off,
Power on.
power back on. You're now,
Need to turn it off in case no needed. Use it.
so we just pressed this button over here
in case
right now
no need to use the conveyor.
in case you don't want to use the conveyor at this time. But when we're going to put the conveyor back on, and then you got to press this button again to communicate with conveyor. Yeah, right under F3. So keep in mind that this is the button that communicates with the conveyor, on or off.
If the button is not off, doesn't matter how many times you press the button, it's not working.
Yeah.
It off.
Okay.
But you need. Give me a second.
That's good.